Nearly 80,000 people in Oklahoma haven't claimed their economic stimulus checks from the federal government. Nearly 5 million people nationwide. Hi, I'm Chris Casteel with the Oklahoman, and I'm here with Nancy Mathis, spokeswoman for the IRS. Nancy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Chris.
Who are these people who haven't claimed their... Most payments, I guess, are about $300, $600 for a couple. Who are the people who haven't?
Of the 5 million, most of them will be people who receive Social Security benefits. And these are people who make at least $3,000 in income from Social Security benefits, Veterans Affairs benefits.
Mm-hmm.
That would be for retirement, for pension, for disability. Same for the veterans, be retirement, pension, disability, and survivors. It does not include supplemental security income from from Social Security Administration, but the main retirement fund, and that's going to be the bulk of the people will be older Americans.
And these are people who don't normally file an income tax return, right?
That's correct. Their income is either too low or not taxable, and that's why we're having trouble kind of getting the word out to them, is because they don't have an interaction with us. And so we need for them to, you've got to file a return in order to get the stimulus payment.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, the stimulus payment is for these lower income people who don't pay taxes. And that's who we're talking about right now, are just those people who have a little bit of income, up to $3,000, but have no tax liability.
Right.
And they still are eligible for $300, $600 if they're married.
Mm-hmm. Now, this would be $300 for a person, a very low-income person on a fixed income would be a huge help financially. Why do you think that there are still so many who haven't claimed their stimulus checks yet?
Well, we've reached 75% of that group, so we're trying to get the last 25% to file a return. And we think there are probably several reasons. One is people don't have an interaction with us on an annual basis like like most Americans do.
Right.
They haven't paid taxes in a while because their income is non-taxable from Social Security, or they make too low of an income. So they don't have an interaction with us. I think they also may think that this will affect their other federal benefits in some way. So that's two things we want to get across. Just because you file a return, and you have to file a Form 1040A if you're in this group, just because you file a return doesn't mean you get back into our system and you have to file every year. Also, it doesn't mean that this is going to affect your other benefits in any way.
Mm-hmm. Now, the deadline for filing for this is coming up. Can you tell us about that? And tell us what the IRS is doing. I know the IRS is going through a lot of effort to try to get these people to get their money.
That's right. There's a filing deadline. We'd like everyone to file by October 15th. By law, we cannot issue checks after the end of the year for the 2008. So we'd like for everyone to file by October 15th. What we've been doing is we've sent out, especially for this 5.2 million Americans, and you were talking about the nearly 80,000 in Oklahoma, we've sent a special package to them that they all should have received by now. We've been sending it for the past month. And in this package is a sample 1040A, a instructions, and a blank 1040A, and addresses of where to send it. You don't have to fill out the whole form. You can look at that sample and you can tell all you need to fill out is the name, address, how many exemptions you have, what your income is from Social Security or Veterans Affairs, and that's it. You know, sign it, mail it to us. It's pretty simple.
And your last mailing, I think, finished up last week.
That's right. That's right. So all the 5.2 million Americans nationwide should have that package by now. If they need help, there's a special telephone number on there for them that has a special extension number, which they'll see it if they get it. We've been reluctant to give it out publicly because we don't want everyone else calling in on that number, but they'll have that number with them. Also, we've been working a lot with AARP, Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, Veterans Affairs, Social Security Administration. We've been doing everything we can to reach out to all Americans who are eligible for this.
Well, Nancy Mathis with the IRS, thanks for coming in. Good luck getting all the rest of those people.
Thank you, Chris.
And look for more on this story and others in the Oklahoman.